Hello, everybody. I spotted an Astrid out in the wild and I decided to roll the dice, see if I can't steal it. So, attempt number one. Here we go. Oops. And it's gone. Well, that was easy. Or not easy, but that was a disappointment, I should say. Oh, where'd it go? Is it actually in the previous system?
True sight.
Oops. Should say, where is it going? The composite factory. I thought it was just going and going.
Entering system. Holy vision.
Where's it at? Composite factory. Where am I? Okay, I'm headed straight for it. The Astrid is... Wow, what is a weird setup. The Astrid is a wickedly quick ship that I'm probably going to get left in the dust behind because I'm playing with the wrong controls. Or it can be a wickedly fast ship. This is like the Asur, but little... Actually, the Astrid might be potentially rarer than the Asur now. Believe it or not. So, if you happen to spot an Astrid out there, it's probably either mine or I guess a few people are starting to capture them and send them back out. It's one of two ships that has bonus chance to, what you call it? Bonus chance for venture missions. That's what I was trying to say. Let's see here, and I will put on 2 bolt repeaters. There. Lucky
That
for
shot
me.
really didn't do much.
I need to try
I
and
think
get
you
its
might regret
shields
that.
down before it moves on somewhere. Oh, it's gonna hide at the dock. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Tolerate your actions.
Okay. As long as the station doesn't get mad at me, I don't care.
We were hit.
Oh, they're gonna go hide down in the inside the dock. Let's try to scan it before it goes. Let's see if it oh wow, it's got a 5-star pilot. This is gonna be a 30-minute fight then, more or less. I'll have to try to lower the hull too a little bit. We'll see. It might be longer than the 30-minute fight. Oh, it's hiding in there. It's funny. It was queuing to a dock. That's why it's down in the, or why I was waiting here. Also, while I'm sitting here, I should probably dump out my inventory of illegal items, if I have any. Oh, it looks like I sold them all. Good. If I don't drop all my illegal items while I'm hunting and they go hide in a station, a police vessel will eventually scan me and then be like, oh, you're hostile to the station now. So, that's annoying.
That was nowhere near enough to hurt me.
So with the Astrid, you need to get a head start on dropping its shields as fast as you can, which is why I'm attacking it while it's at station.
Very big mistake.
See, it has an absurd amount of shields. And then I'm using the Argon Ion Blaster to keep its shields down. I might have to just rip into... Oh, there we go. Okay, now then. I have gotten a crew member to... Now the hard part will be keeping up to it. If it gets any shields back and boosts, I won't be able to keep up with it.
Taking serious damage.
It's not firing its guns, which is strange. There it goes. Bye. Oh, this is going to be a really fun game of cat and mouse. Why did I do this to myself? And it's going to jump into the superhighway. Super cool. I know how to do that too, though.
I think you might regret that.
Or not the superhighway, just the highway, I guess. It's going to the other highway. That's not cool. Why did I join you? This is a very unfun tactic the AI uses when they're too close to a highway. And it is a 5-star pilot, so that's not cool either. Don't go through the gate. Oh, just went back into the superhighway and it's going the other way. Awesome. Oh, that is so not cool of it. And it's really not cool that... There it is. He's got a much faster travel speed than I do. I have. I can't believe it didn't even fire back, though. So now it's doing the Yasur trick where it's trying to despawn or it's hiding at a station. Because if you fight a Yasur for too long, it'll eventually start trying to just flee from combat, and eventually it will just sit at the edge of the, or try to go out to the edge of the sector, or like do some fancy stuff to like fly through different sectors and try to lose you that way. It gets really annoying. So I end up blowing him up at that point when they start doing annoying tactics like that.
That shot really didn't do much. I think
I'm
you
gonna
might
light it
regret
up
that.
before it gets its shields, or it can decide to boost. The goal is to try to take down the shields without ripping into the hole, because the hole on the Astrid is super weak. Yep, there it goes. As soon as I turn around. If I can keep peppering it. It shouldn't be able to boost too much out of my range, and hopefully it will turn. I need to strip its shield off and then it'll be pretty much defenseless. Or it won't be able to boost away so easily. Wow, it really just disappeared. It almost feels like.
Taking serious damage.
And because I'm allies with the Paranid, even if they lose a little bit of influence with them, it's not too bad. If I sit here and just pepper them from the... while they're sitting on the pad, it
I
should
think
still
you might regret
tick
that.
down their morale. Just remember, if you're sitting here shooting him on a pad like this, dump all of your illegal items out of your character inventory first, or sell them all if you can, because eventually a police ship will come and try to see what's going on and then scan you. And then if you don't comply immediately and drop all of the illicit goods from your
Don't
inventory, the
shoot!
whole station goes hostile. And that really sucks when you're trying to capture a ship like this. So its hull's actually going back up, which is nice, because that means I have a better chance of getting it or stealing it. And I think a few passengers did already uh, bail out. I wish this information box was just a bit bigger to see how many crew they had left. I don't think they thought about that when they did Ventures and decided to show a new line of information there. The coalition line, that is.
Mercy!
So I'm not ripping into it with
Big
my
mistake.
bolt
Very
weapons,
big mistake.
because the Astrid has it's like a teeny tiny little hole. Like 4,000 hull. It's a small ship hull, basically. Very fragile. And actually, I think I actually have more hull than it in this, which is not really good for trying to get this ship to bail out. But hopefully if it just sits here over and over again, its morale will just drop completely and it won't matter. The bail chance still works even if you don't meet, even if you're not min-maxing it, I should say, with hull points.
Hull integrity is marginal. Please stop shooting.
Because I've gotten Yasurs to bail when I'm using this ship, so it's not impossible. And the Yasur has less hull points than the Astrid will. Total hull points, I mean. I can't tell if that's an escape pod that just popped out or if that was
I think
civilian
you might
traffic.
regret that.
I want to look, but I know it'll take off as soon as I do. I'll look anyway. Oops.
Taking serious damage.
It's got lots of crew left. I may have to lower the hull more, which I'm not particularly fond of that idea right now. 83 hull is pretty good. Oh, I could just literally keep shooting it with this and lower the hull. It deals enough hull damage. So if I get it down below 75-ish%,
Hull integrity is marginal. Please stop shooting.
okay. I'm gonna just assume that that voice line means that hull integrity is low enough. And it is regaining hull, so
I think you might regret that.
it's not like shooting it down too far would be too bad. I've read on the Discord people have a hard time fighting these asteroids and the turrets keep ripping them up. But I don't know what it is about my game, but it seems like every time I go to capture a unique ship, it never really fights back. No, it's taking off.
Spare us.
Yeah, that's a good voice line to hear. Hopefully they'll start bailing out now. So what are you gonna do now? I think that was a successful bailout. Ooh, got the hole a little low there. I shouldn't be shooting as often, but I don't want it to regen enough shields to boost.
Big mistake. Spare us.
So the AI, especially the 5-star AI, will do this stop-start thing a lot. And it's really hard to get a ship, or to keep behind a ship when it does that stop-start, especially if your ship doesn't slow down like mine does, or doesn't. Which is kind of ridiculous on the Astrid, because the Astrid should slow down. Oh, I'm going to lose it right here. You went back to the station? Oh, I just passed it. Okay. But it is flying out into the middle of nowhere now instead of flying to a station or the highway. So I think it is trying to despawn. I think it's about to turn right here. It's difficult to get these ships to slow down like this because they'll go through this weird cycle of super speed, no speed.
I think you might regret that.
It should pass me right here. Don't tell me you're gonna turn around. Oh, it's actually oh, Xenon's fighting me. That's hilarious. Go away, Xenon. I don't have time to play with you. I shouldn't have turned down my speed right there, but yep. Now it's gonna try to do escape the highway, jump into another sector, and try to despawn. So it won't despawn right away. You still have time to chase it through a few sectors, but the chase is on. And its hull's going back up, which is interesting. While it's far away, I wonder how much crew it has left. It looked like perhaps maybe one crew jumped out. I doubt it though. Oh, it went to a station instead of doing the highway gimmick. Interesting. I don't like how it's that close to a highway though. That's unfortunate. It's funny that the Astrid can slow down on a dime when it's not piloted by a player, that is.
Requesting permission to dock.
See, Astrid is notorious for taking forever. Oh, don't do that.
Big mistake. Very big mistake.
I only wanted that to. Ooh, I hit the station. Don't do it. Luckily, the HOP liked me enough to ignore a few shots.
Navigation. Get us out of here. Acknowledged.
Oh, it's gonna turn. I got in front of it. Oh, where are you going? You boosted. You can tell I've fought a few Ysur's before, and I kind of memorized its weird pattern that it does. In this ship especially. Which the Ysur hits its max speed a lot faster than the Astrid. So it jumps far away. Turn. Hopefully I capture here pretty quickly instead of this turning into like a 2-hour video of just me fighting the same ship. That'll get old pretty fast. But I'll have to leave the VOD uncut if that happens, because I want proof that I fought it and got a 5-star pilot to bail start to finish. So I'm in it till the ship blows up or it bails or it despawns.
Have you actually flown a real ship before? You won't eat, and so are your insults.
Come on, ship. You have worse slowdown speed than the Astrid itself.
Something hit us. Big mistake. Very big mistake.
That was just a laser tower. Come on. Where are your weapons? That's the real question I have. What is attacking me?
M.
M.
Astrid.
Oh, the Astrid does have lasers. He just decides not to fight me.
We're taking hits.
It's funny that the Astrid doesn't recognize me as a enemy or whatever to attack. But I'm clearly on the enemy faction, coalition faction. And there it goes. It's deciding what to do, it looks like. It's doing that thing the Asir does. I hate that. Instant turn and pivot and boost halfway across the sector. It's the most annoying trick that ships try to do. I don't care about that Xenon.
Smuggling vessel found nearby. Please assist in pursuit.
We were hit. I think you might regret that.
Just remember to not blow up the Astrid. You gotta switch to just weapons that don't deal a lot of damage. Or don't deal a lot of hull damage right before the Astrid shield goes completely to zero. I know that I've said that a few times, but I'm mostly saying it so I remember.
Spare us.
I'll rescan it again to see if maybe the information updates, see if anything changed.
Big mistake. Very big
It's
mistake.
got 17 crew now instead of 16. So it's going and picking up more crew every time it lands. That's awkward.
Damage is getting serious.
Because it had 16 crew at some point. Shot the hull down too much. Need to keep it around 70% or higher.
Hull integrity is marginal. Please stop shooting. I think you might regret that.
Okay, it's taking off again. Like, just abandon the ship right there. Just do it.
Don't shoot!
As soon as I retarget it, it'll probably.
We cannot tolerate your actions.
Oops, hitting the station. It's going to boost. Ah! Of course, it stops right there, and then as soon as I get it back into focus, it'll boost away. The joy of chasing down ships. Oh, it's boosting now. Oh, look, weird spawns of a xenon. Even though this is a highly populated sector. It's almost like it's
Big
spawning
mistake.
those ships to run away.
Very big mistake.
Oh, here it's gone. And it's in that weird phase of stop, start, stop, start. It'll do this for a bit, then it'll stop, turn, and boost away halfway across the sector. And then probably land at another station. Especially if I mess up and accidentally get in front of it and have to turn and look at it again.
Spare us.
It's at 75 health, so that's her hull, I mean. That's right in the sweet spot of where I want it.
I think you might regret that. Hull integrity is marginal. Please stop shooting.
See if I can't lower that hull a little bit. I haven't seen any of its crew bail out though, so that's not cool. Oh, here we go. It's gonna disappear on me. Trying to keep it always in vision to prevent that weird turn and zoom away is what it'll do.
Don't shoot! Big mistake.
Can't believe I recovered from that. So I've modified my Dragon Raider to be exceptionally fast on a regular engine speed. Can easily outpace a katana, for instance.
Damage is getting serious.
I do not appreciate the Xenon trying to blow up my prize. No, 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 no.
I think you might regret that.
Queen's Guard. Queen's Guard. Astrid.
Damage is getting serious.
It's not shooting me, but it'll shoot the Queen's card. That's hilarious. And also very helpful, I guess. Maybe you actually want to be captured by me.
Queen's Guard. Astrid.
Yeah, well, there it goes. Oh wait, no, maybe. It's gonna turn.
Something hit us.
Let's see how good I did. And not even, or actually, one crew member bailed out or something. And I passed it. I think I'm too close for it to despawn.
I think you might regret that.
N. Astrid.
This is interesting behavior. I guess I'll try shooting it down a little more in hole to see if crew bails. Because I should have it in the... morale should be low enough now that crew should bail. So maybe it's just that the hull strength is too high.
Don't shoot!
This would be the perfect target for a disruptor. The split weapon that punches through shields and sticks to a target and does hull
I think
damage.
you might regret that.
I think for whatever reason that weapon has a higher chance to bail out. It seems. I don't know if that's true or not, but it seems like that weapon has a better success rate of making pilots bail. At least for me. I'm wondering if that dot is just a constant tick over time that triggers the bail chance or something.
Mercy!
I mean, this is nice. It will eventually repair back up into safe range, and it'll eventually should lose, what do you call it? Morale. It should lose enough morale that the pilot just bails at some point. The real question is, will the ship get completely destroyed when that happens?
Big mistake. Very big mistake.
So I don't know what's causing this behavior right now. I think it's just because I chased it down so much and it's been trying to despawn for so long that the orders might have just gotten bugged out.
Taking serious damage.
Is that a crew? What is that? Escape pod. Okay. So crew is bailing out now. Second escape pod. So
I think you might regret that.
the real question is, do I let up for a second and let the shields regen to get the hull up above 70? Or do I not? How much crew does it have left? Oh, it's got a bit. I could afford.
Taking serious damage.
Yeah, now the crew's bailing out. Morale finally hit rock bottom. I'm not sure whether the ship's bugged out and not trying to move or do whatever. I see its thrusters are engaged and it's trying to move, but for some reason it's just stuck.
Mercy. I think you might regret that.
No more crews bailing out, oddly enough. I'll try bringing the hull back down a little bit.
Don't shoot.
Oh, 65. So maybe at 65, that's the magic number. I'm gonna try to let it go back up to 70 and see if any crew will bail out or if I'll just be sitting here for an hour and a half.
I think you might regret that.
Not if I get an Astrid, I won't regret it.
Hull integrity is marginal. Please stop shooting.
That would suck to do all this work just to check ventures and see that my asteroid got destroyed, and that's why I'm allowed to capture another one. It's only a 5% chance to lose that ship, but I suppose anything could happen. So it looks like 2 crew bailed out while going back up above 65 though, so that's good. How many crew do they have left? 11? Did my Astrid get destroyed? No.
Taking serious damage. Big mistake. Very big mistake.
Guess I need to make like a macro or something to automatically push the button after, or push the fire button after a certain amount of time has passed. Should I get like a coffee or something while I'm waiting?
Hull integrity is marginal. Please stop shooting.
I would really like a crew to bail out while it's above 70%. That way I can back up with video proof that crew bails with above 70%. 70% hull, I mean.
I think you might regret that. Don't shoot! Hull integrity is marginal. Please stop shooting.
No crew bailout so far. I could just be getting bad RNG though on those rolls.
Big mistake. Very big mistake.
Because the check happens every 30 seconds, allegedly. Sometimes it doesn't feel like that though. Feels like the check happens on every projectile. And if you have a fast firing weapon, the check happens more often.
Taking serious damage.
What I should have done is got a Discoverer Vanguard to on follow this ship's on orders to follow this ship, and then if something like this happened, have a Discoverer Vanguard with Argon Ions, the weapon I'm using now, to just drop the shields. And then if this happens, swap ships over to the Discoverer Vanguard, and then use that to make the ship bail. Oh! Crew pod bailed while it was over 70%. That's the second bail. So perfect. I have video evidence that you don't have to lower the ship
Don't
below
shoot.
70% for the crew to bail. That's exactly what I wanted.
Big
It only took 45 minutes. I didn't even check to see what hole mods it has on,
Mercy!
or what modification mods it has. This might be my Astrid that I let go out into the wider multiverse, and then someone captured it and resent it right back out. Because I modded mine heavily. Let's say I keep modding mine heavily. Because if I get down below one Astrid, the North River Company will let me buy another one.
Big mistake. Very big mistake. Mercy!
Now let's check and see how many crew they have left. 10 crew.
Spare us.
This is gonna be one long, boring video, but
Big mistake. Very big mistake.
I don't wanna cut out any part of this. 'Cause people would be like, "That's not real." Totally real. You can hear me press the spacebar every time I shoot.
Mercy!
It's a good thing I refilled my water before I started this. Mm. So if you're hunting down Astrids and trying to get them to bail out so you can capture it, maybe pause the game first and take care of whatever you gotta do so you can sit there for about an hour.
I think you might regret that. Hull integrity is marginal. Please stop shooting.
Because this length of the video also proves that a venture ship, even when it goes past the time it's supposed to be kicked out of your universe, if you're next to it, it won't despawn. Within a certain range, I think, is what the common knowledge is. Or if it manages to slip out of sector that you're in, it'll probably instant despawn.
Spare us.
Come on, just bail 2 or 3 out at a time like you were. If I
Big mistake.
get it down
Very
below,
big mistake.
get it about 65%, and we'll see if they bail faster. I'm taking a risk there, letting it dip below 70. So the whole ship might go up in flames.
Spare us.
But with 10 crew left, anything to make that crew bail a little faster, I guess. Vanilla game needs like a dedicated make pilots bail weapon. That way, if you're dedicated enough to like unlock it from like an achievement or something like that, you don't have to sit through this painful process of just sitting here for an hour shooting a ship.
Mercy.
Or maybe someone will make a mod, that'd be great.
I think you might regret that.
Well, except for with modded, you can just buy as many Astrids as you want if you install the right mod, so takes all the specialness out of it if it's not vanilla.
Spare us.
Come on, just bail. Just bail. Give me the ship. I've already proven I can catch up to it over and over again. Just bail it out. Jump out.
Big mistake. Very big mistake.
The only thing I'm worried about is that, well, actually my stream's on, so I guess I shouldn't worry about that.
Damage is getting serious.
But right now I have the station building for the next quest, or next mission. So this isn't wasted time just sitting here. I do have stuff going on in the background. Terraforming's going on, and the mission in the bottom left is happening right now. They build the palace foundation. I have the station fully designed, meets all the mission requirements. And if the mission happens to complete during this, that'll be interesting. Because I intend to make the capturing the Astrid a separate video.
Taking serious damage.
So I'm gonna have to make this into like 2 videos or something. Get the whole capturing of the Astrid as its own video, and then start the other video where the mission pops.
I think you might regret that.
That'll be fun to video edit that. In the ocean of fantasy. Perfect.
Spare us.
Let's see how many bailed already. 9 left. They're bailing out one at a time, which is not normally how that happens. Normally they bail out 3 at a time. So 8 left. Yep.
Hull integrity. I think you might regret that.
I was just flying along and I happened to spot this Astrid. And it was like, well, I wasn't streaming. I was just playing without streaming just to cut out a lot of the boring parts of just sitting
Spare
around.
us.
Just farting around and messing around with the venture stuff, so might as well try to make a video on capturing one. And here we are. Hmm. Sometimes I just get really lucky, I guess.
I think you might regret that.
Alright, 7 left, 6 left.
Spare us.
I wonder if they'll bail out 3 at a time now. Yeah, 6 left. Will I capture the ship before the video goes over an hour? It's getting close.
Don't shoot.
Come on, don't turn this into a
I think
2-hour
you might
video.
regret
Just
that.
bail out. I want to have this video up and out tonight. Well, it shouldn't be 2 hours based on the rate at which the crew are bailing out.
Don't shoot. I think you might regret that.
This would have been a whole lot of a faster process
Mercy.
if this would have been a 1-star pilot or a no-star pilot. But this is a 5-star pilot. If we take a peek real quick. That is a 5-star pilot, 5-star morale. So that's why it's taking so long. As I say that, another crew member bails. How many was that? 3? Or just 1? Just 1. Oh, 5 crew members left,
Integrity is
6
marginal.
including the
Please
pilot, I
stop
think?
shooting. I think you might regret that.
It's 1, 2, 3 plus the pilot, so 4 people left to get this
Damage is
ship.
getting serious.
So, as this gets close to getting the last person out, I want to try to get the hull percentage around 75%, somewhere between 74 and 75, to try and maximize my chances of this ship not immediately blowing up. I'm not sure if anybody will bail if the hull percentage is over 75%. It kind of feels like 75% is like the hard cutoff for that. Or for
Don't shoot.
bailing, I mean.
I think you might regret that.
I have no idea what just blew up right there. Whoops.
Don't shoot.
I wonder if I try to calm it, if it'll break whatever it's bugged out on. Tell it to surrender. That'd
I
be
think you
good.
might regret that.
That'd be good if I got it to do that. Camera. I could just chase it back down again if it tries to escape.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
Mercy.
Remember to save your game. No, not right now. Leave me alone. Once I finally get this Astrid to bail, if I get the Astrid itself, I will show off the specs of my ship as well, what it's loaded out with. And I'll show off what the Astrid was loaded out with too.
Please stop shooting. Very big mistake.
Okay, so that was another one. How many crew left? Just 3. So the next bailout should, or has a chance to be all 3 of them at once. Or it'll continue its very odd behavior of bailing out one at a time, which is not normally how that happens.
Don't shoot!
I guess it's one at a time all the way. Yep. That's weird. Only for this ship has it ever been like that. Well, then again, this is the first time that this ship is, or a ship that I'm trying to get to bail is bugged out and not been able to move too, so I don't know. However this game works
Big
instead of
mistake.
crashing is,
Very big
I
mistake.
don't know.
I don't want to die.
Oh, something just blew up. Hmm. I wonder if the game crashes if something that you can't replace like the Astrid turret does blow up. I mean, it shouldn't because it's still listed as its own unique equipment. Maybe the game will crash, who knows? That'd be really funny, get anticlimactic into this.
Mercy. I think you might regret that.
Come on, there's just 2 crew members left. Come on. Come on now, just give it to me. Just give me the ship.
I don't want to die.
Just bail out then. Ugh.
I don't want to die. I think you might regret that.
Ooh, I don't want to get it that low.
Don't shoot.
Just bail already. Oh, something else
Think you
blew up.
might regret that.
Making progress. They're blowing up equipment over the ship.
Stop, please. My ship is barely holding together. I don't want to die.
Just bail already.
I think you might regret that.
There's only 2 left.
I'm not talking to you.
I can't tell him to
Stop,
surrender if he won't
please.
talk to me.
My ship is barely holding together. This isn't worth it.
Ah!
I'm failing.
Whew. What was that last percentage it was at? Like 72 to 73. Ah, that's gone. Ah, that hurts. There's an hour I'll never get back. 72 or 73%, and it, yeah, yeah, ouch. Yeah, that's exactly right. Oof. Oh well, what did I get out of it? Exceptional quality engine. Well, at least I got exceptional quality mods out of it. I got a exceptional shield coil. Just wanted to stop in and say I got your Astrid crazy mods on it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're welcome. I intentionally send my Astrid out. I can probably show you. This is my Astrid that I send out on ventures. It's got some. It's got a chassis exceptional, uh, 2 weapon exceptionals, regular green mods, which aren't anything special, but then a shield and an engine. So yeah, yeah, and then I cycle out the pilots. So when the pilot gets too good, I take the pilot. I'm like, have it go work somewhere else for me. Probably on the walrus. I do that, and then I change it out here. Just go find a random person that's not a boron. I think the key part is don't make it a boron because the boron sometimes spawn without their suit. And I found out today that if they spawn without their suit, that invalidates them from being sent on ventures, which is very strange, but okay. Oh, of course the Astrid failed. Of course it did. So let me take a look at this Astrid real quick before I send it off. Terrible pilot, no morale, great mods. So if you want to capture yourself an Astrid that's got some crazy mods, or if you just want some awesome mods, I play pretty much every day, and I send out my Astrid fairly frequently now. So if you want to grab yourself an Astrid and actually keep it, or at least get some mods from it, yeah. And if you're playing adventures, here you go. And hopefully you actually keep the Astrid instead of it being blown up. I'll have to change out the. I think what I can do to even make it even better of a chance is change out the chassis mod to uh, hazardous region because it increases the hull value of the Astrid, which will actually make it bail faster and it'll have a little bit more hull. So that should make it so that it survives. So the next time my Astrid comes back, I'll go switch that out. Anyway, yeah, that was oof. I guess I'll still make it a video, but oof, that was a lot of time spent doing that. Um, I guess I can check my mission real quick, or check the progress of the station. Oh, I still got a long ways to go. This mission isn't going to complete for a little while. And the terraforming is going to take a while. So anyway, I'm going to at least split the VODs right here so I can make that a video. The stream will go down for, I don't know, 10 minutes. The stream will go down for about 30 seconds to a minute tops, and then I will be right back.